much. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
There we go. Here we go, son. Mike, 48. Red 80. Red 80. Check tight. Switch it. Switch it. Check tight.
On first down, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10.
They're on 26-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 26.
Shit. Here we go, 47. Check 37. Check 37. 26.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Watch the run.
26. Elliott running right. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
All day, every day.
On second and 15 now. Prescott, he'll rifle this one, and he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Bell. Leaves him behind on the spin. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
A 2-yard pickup.
Lady, not here.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 50.
Red 80.
Here we go.
Kill. Yo, lady.
Hey, exit.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Kill. Here we go. Go to 54. Wide 80.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Intended that time for Cooper.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 33-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
SOS. Lady. SOS.
Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Too easy. Red 80.
It's 2nd and 8. At the
Hey, Alpha.
39-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Mike.
From the 39, Darnold going deep now for Herndon. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're going to. And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Short. Check three.
Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down, Cowboys.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Jam him, jam him, jam.
Hey, kill. 47. Then we're going to 53. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
6 yards. And it's
Here we go. Wide 80.
Team showed up.
Alert flare.
26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, here we go.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Under.
I'm coming. 54's Mike.
26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Bell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd
Let's
and
get it.
11 at the 43-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You go tight. You got tight right there.
On the counter, here's Bell. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Check 6 guys. Whip. Watch the whip.
He's coming. Here we go. Going to 54. 26.
They'll start the drive with Elliott.
Set.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Elliott.
Go. Hey, run.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
I got him.
Watch out.
We're going to 54. Wide 8. Hey, kill. 47.
Don't let him breathe.
26.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he coughed it up. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, When they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll run it with Bell. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
You got it.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, here's Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Letting one fly. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tim carry now for Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Check 9, check 9.
We're going to 53. 47. 26.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. That's complete to Kyle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On second down, Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Come on now, let's go.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Gun.
Staying open.
26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath, the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Jets 10, Cowboys 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Jets take over first.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to make the 48.
Red 80.
Watch the pass.
Shift.
Darnold now to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 40. Come on. Mike's 40. Mike's 40.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 26.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott.
Here we go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here, complete. They'll get 34 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
On first down, it's Elliott. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Get him, boy!
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
You don't kill.
Check 30.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Prescott to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, you need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
25.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Check.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Go, run.
He was brought down by Darryl Roberts. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go, 480. Here we go, 46.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Switch it, hey.
Party now. It's a party now.
26.
Prescott from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
That's it, baby. We got 6.
Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. That's complete. It's Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Darnold. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got 3 down. 40's Mike. Danny.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Running with Elliott. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Darnold. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back. And Brown's got it. He's got a Jets touchdown.
Yeah, score! Touchdown!
Daniel Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Again, it's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go. Check him motion. Check the call. Check the call.
Here's Prescott.
Yo.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 57.
Watch the slant.
Zoom. Mike 57. Let's go, D.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Here we go.
Mike 57.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you
Under.
A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike 57.
47. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. And he gets Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Completes it to Austin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Meanwhile here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. He's to the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the second time, yet his team still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Check.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
A loss of a yard brings up
Joker.
Again, it's Bell. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
40's Mike. There we go, going to 53. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to let it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Cooper was the intended target.
Stay focused. Come on.
All right. I got you.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, look, 48. Look. Hey,
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?